Hola, ¿cómo está? That's as far as I can go. Um, so today is day 5, and there was like a big rainstorm last night. It rained a lot, and basically all of the channels went out. So as people who know me, I'm a night owl, so I had fun. I couldn't sleep last night, as usual. And so basically good thing I downloaded a movie on my tablet. Yay. And I ended up falling asleep to my iPod. And then I woke up in the middle of, I guess it was morning. It must have been about 5, I believe. 5 our time. Cuba time. So that'd be like, 2 BC time? To somebody knocking on, I thought it was my door, so I woke up and I looked out the little peephole. It wasn't my door. It was the room next door. I don't know if he got locked out or if he got kicked out of the room, but he kept knocking persistently. Eventually I had to put my iPod back in and fall asleep to that because he wouldn't stop knocking. Today I had a little visitor. I was kind of freaked out, actually. I woke up, I don't have my glasses, I don't sleep with my glasses or my contacts, obviously, so I'm kind of peeping out the window to see if the rain stopped or if it was cloudy or if it would be sunny. And I looked down towards the corner of the sliding door to the patio, and there's a little tiny lizard. He was like that long. Like his body was like maybe that long, but then with his tail he'd be like that long. I didn't know what to do. He might have came in. There's several possibilities. Last night when it rained, I opened the patio door just to look to see what it was like. He might have ran in there. They are quick. They dart so fast and they like to jump. So yeah. Or I have like this little tiny slit underneath my door over there, the entrance. It's enough room for him to get in. Or even in the bathroom, there's like a shower, and then they have like an open vent, so he could have even got in through there. Yeah, so I didn't know what to do. He was right at the corner of the door and the wall, so I thought I'm going to try to get him to go out through the patio door. So I opened it. I opened the curtain. He was fine. I opened the door a little bit, then he darted towards the bed, which freaked me out even more. Because I didn't want him to go, like, underneath the bed and then, like, end up crawling up to the headboard and on my bed with my luck. So I kind of, like, jumped on the bed and made a lot of noise, and then I was about to, like, look underneath the bed to see if he was there, but I ended up seeing him on the little side dresser, the side table. He was crawling up the leg. I didn't know what to do, so and then he crawled up to one of the handles of the drawers. So I grabbed like the TV, the remote that doesn't work because there's no batteries. I banged on the side, and he scurried to the other side towards the patio door. And I just had to wait him out because he just stood there, like, hanging on and staring at me. I opened the patio door maybe about this much, hoping he'll find his way out. He went down towards the window and just kind of stared out there, and I was going, that way, that way. I didn't want to get off the bed, because they're quick. They're just like zooming around. I was watching them outside, and they were just jumping around, zooming around. They jumped from like the chair to one of the bushes, and so I did not want him to jump around. I wanted him out. So he ended up going slowly towards the little opening, and sorry, my hair is getting heavy. It's wet. And basically, he finally went out the door. I was so happy. It took him, his tail was still, like, he was still in between the sliding door, the little hinge part, so I didn't want to, like, squish him, so that would be mean. And then he started slowly crawling out there, but his long tail, he was still kind of half in the room and half outside, so I had to wait, and I was hoping that no other lizards would come in. Finally, when his tail was out, I shut the door and I watched him scurry away. So, yeah, there's my unwanted visitor in my room. So, I looked at the window this morning and it was still cloudy, and I could see the palm trees swaying with the wind. The wind was almost like at home. All these smoke cleaners. Yeah, so I decided just to put on my swimsuit and walk down to the beach. As soon as I opened the door, I could hear it. I could hear like all the wind, and I could hear the waves from my dorm. I'm quite the ways away from the ocean, so I knew what I was walking into. I started walking over towards the ocean, the beach, and I could hear it getting louder and louder. And then I saw the big red flag, so yeah. I'm like, obviously, because I could hear it. So I'm walking down, and I could see the waves. They're so huge, it's so powerful, and so amazing. Can't believe how beautiful it was. It was amazing. It was powerful, and it's kind of cool. It was like, you know how you see those paintings with like waves coming in, and then you see like horses in them. They paint horses in them. That's what it's basically like. And they crash to the beach, and all the sand bubbles up and gets thrown around, and then they disappear. It was amazing to see this and hear it. I mean, I've seen waves like at the beaches in Penticton, but not like this. This was so powerful and amazing. So I stayed there. I stood there for maybe about 15 minutes, and then I decided to walk back. So I sat at the pool that's just outside my patio. It was kind of funny. I don't really like pools, but there's not much else for me to do here because the excursions I can't go on. And I can't really dance. They have like dancing lessons, like merengue, I think they call it, and it looks so much fun. But when I have no rhythm, but I would still try it. But two, my foot is still mending. I'm not putting much. I try not to put much weight on it for a very long time because it gets sore after a while. But it is so much better. So I'm sitting by the pool, and then I see the two older couple that are from Toronto that talked to me last night at the banquet buffet. and I think they are so worried about my aloneness, about me being alone by myself, that it's almost like their duty to come and save me from myself, I guess. And just so they sat in the chairs next to me and started talking to me a little bit. Then we all started reading. They just find it so funny that people feel to get so weirded out by me being alone. I'm used to it. I like it for the most part. And then I went back down to the beach because the buffet is closed today for maintenance, I guess. It was only open for breakfast, which I never go to because I don't really eat breakfast anyways. So they're closed for lunch and supper, so I went down to the beach again to eat at their little beach shack restaurant, which was kind of fun because it was super windy there and you're trying to eat and make sure everything's staying on your table. My napkin like flew off, and then the lady went to go get me another napkin, but by the time she got back, my cola, they don't have Coke here, it's cola, spilled over. And I couldn't catch it in time, so I'm like balancing my plastic cups and then my food. I see some like fries trying to escape, and yeah, so that was fun. And then I sat at the beach again for maybe about half an hour watching the waves, and then I came back. I'm not really sure what else to do. I don't really feel like sitting out by the pool. And yeah, there's not much else to do, so I'm just going to sit in here and maybe be for a little bit, watch some movies. So, oh yeah, it's day 5. Day 5, 2 more days.